think a blue flare still one-shots you, even if you're Eviolite. I miss again! I miss again! That is 4 now. That's 4 moves in a row I miss. Holy shit, Reshiram. I'm trying to showcase you and tell people that you're actually playable and actually worth using, but you make it real difficult if you can't land any fucking moves. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation G VGC. Reshiram is one of those restricted that you're not going to really be running into that much, but it does have some hidden potential. And I think if you really want to make this thing work, you can build around and you can do relatively well. I don't think you're going to be winning any tournaments or like any major like ranked placement with this thing, but if you really try hard enough, I think you can make this thing to Master Ball tier with like a Reshiram team and take it that far if you really want to. If you build a good team around it, which is what we're going to feature today, and see how this team works around Reshiram, I think it can have some type of success, even though you're not going to really be seeing it that much, especially in like your higher tiers are ranked, or on Showdown at all if you want to rank up on Showdown, because everybody uses rental teams. So, team today we're actually featuring is from Darth Bear. If you guys want to use a team, rental in the corner, paste down below. Really cool Reshiram Sun team. I actually built around a Reshiram too for Regulation G 2024. Pretty much what I had though is I think I had Sunny Day, I think it was Iron Ball, Switcheroo, Wifi is what I had with like Knockoff and Encore or some other crazy shit to set up Sun instead of Whimsicott. I think I had Ninetales on that team as well with like, I think it was Focus Sash. I forgot exactly what it was, but I also had Chi-Yu on that team, and this team doesn't have Chi-Yu, but it's more of like a Sun-based team, and I think this team also probably better than what I built. If I'm being real, it probably is, but that team was really kind of oddball. Had a lot of shit that you don't really even use that much. It's kind of outshadowed by some common stuff, but kind of run through this team, and then we're going to hop in some games to see how it does. Reshiram, one of my favorite Gen 5 legendaries. Love this mon, really, really cool. Got the Reshiram on this team with the Terra Fire. Blue Flare in the Sun hits like an absolute fucking truck. Even on stuff that is resisted, it usually does like over 75% most of the time anyways. And it usually is a 2-hit KO even on resisted hits in the Sun. The one I actually built on my team back in Regulation G 2024 was Specs, alongside like Chi-Yu and even in the Sun. That was this chunking shit. Even this, it was just a life orb, but in the Sun, still gonna chunk stuff. I think the only major flaw that Blue Flare has, it's not 100% accurate move, so you can miss sometimes, but still really solid. You have the Heat Wave there for the double spread move in the Sun. Does crazy damage, and then Draco Meteor, just another stab move that just hits really, really hard. Got the Whimsicott on this team, and I think it's kind of the thing you're going to be bringing to like 90% of your matches, is this Whimsicott just for the Sunny Day, because the team really relies on Sunny Day to work. You got the Sunny Day, the Encore, the Tailwind, and Moonblast. It's a really standard set with Terra Dark, so you can't get Prankster taunted by like Tornadus and a few other things, or like Prankster Mons in general. Can't touch you. Got the Ogerpon Cornerstone Mask. Pretty much what this is on this team for, just for follow me to kind of redirect onto the Reshiram, kind of fire out a bunch of heavy hitting moves or something else on this team, do a bunch of damage. Eat a few hits, guaranteed one with Sturdy, and just do some damage back before it dies. It kind of buys you some time and some damage on your side. That's kind of what it does. Sash, Flutter, Main, which I think in the Sun, this one's probably, I'm guessing, speed booster looking at this team. So it's kind of more of a standard. So you also have a really fast Taunt, which could kind of come in clutch versus some of your slower teams. Choice Banded, Great Tusk, especially under Tailwind, I think, versus certain teams that can actually wreck. Really underrated mon. I don't know why we don't see nearly as much Great Tusk. I think it's really underrated. Cool mon. One of my favorite ground types. And then you have the AV bulky Raging Bolt with Speed Control and Snarl Spam on this team. It's kind of more of like a glue to hold this team together with the stat spam, lore, and the special attack, and a lot of stuff that really hits super hard, and it's kind of more speed control for this team. So overall, really solid team on paper. Kind of curious to see how this team does topics of games. Alright, here are the game. We're going against a Regulation G Tropicos team. Tropicos, Amoonguss, Urshifu, Hearthflame, Ogerpon, Fluttermane, and Iron Hands. So this is actually a pretty solid match for the Reshiram. It ain't too bad here. I think the main issue is that we're going to have to set up Sun this match to kind of do a lot of damage, and we also give the Ogre Pawn and the Flutter Mane Sun for free. I mean, I'm not really too worried about Ogre Pawn because I have a solid check in like our Ogre Pawn to kind of follow me and kind of hit it back with like rock type damage, which ain't too bad here. So I also have Great Tusk, so if he wants to Terra, he can do a fuck ton of damage. I actually think Great Tusk under Tailwind here could be really good. I think what I actually do here is I'm going to lead Whimsicott. I want the Whimsicott lead. I'm for sure bringing it this game. What else do I want to bring here? I think I bring the Reshiram. I kind of want to bring Ogre Pawn here too. I think I'm going to bring the Ogre Pawn and I'm going to bring the Great Tusk. I think that's what I roll with this game. Tusk also good into Terapagos too, so which he probably will bring to try to get rid of my weather. If you guys like these videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video. It really helps out the channel. Got a bunch more stuff on the way you guys not want to miss if you are new and not subscribed. Really appreciate if you guys would subscribe down below. So just leave the Flutter Mane Ogre Pawn here, expecting me to set up the Sun for him. I don't know if I really want to do that, bro. I kind of just want to go for Tailwind now and just spam Heat Wave. Okay, he's Booster Energy, so that doesn't really matter, but... yeah. I kind of just want to go Terra Fire Reshiram here, actually. I think that's what I do. I'm going to go for Tailwind here, and then I'm just going to go for Terra Fire Heat Wave. I think that's what I do here. I don't think it's going to one-shot the Ogre Pawn, but it forces the Ogre Pawn to Terra if he doesn't want to get 2-hit KO'd. And like I can just survive a fairy type move here. I think if he really wants to go after something on my side here, he just tries to one-shot the Whimsicott, so I don't set up anyways. But if that's the case, I don't know if I really need the Sun that much anyway, as long as I get the Tailwind up. So I also have my own Ogre Pawn in the back too, so shit gets crazy if he goes Terra. I have Rock type in the back that can just come in and deal with him. Even under Tailwind, I don't even outspeed him. That's kind of sad. So much this does. Okay, that does a fuck ton to Ogre Pawn. A lot more than I thought I was going to. Does just try to go after the Whimsicott and get it out of here. So I'm not going to have any Sun this game. That could kind of be a factor, but I don't know if it's going to really matter that much in the long run because I think he has Terapagos in the back. So I don't think it really matters that much. I think what I do here is I just go to Ogre Pawn, I just follow me here. Ogre Pawn, follow me. Follow me here. Heat Wave. And he goes for Spiky Shield here, I think, because he wants to keep this thing around. He's trying to stall my Tailwind turns. See if he has Urshifu. If he has Urshifu, I'm in a really good spot here. I'm hoping he actually has Urshifu, or if he goes into Terapagos, I'm still in a solid spot. I have 2 turns of Tailwind left, so either he switches the Ogre Pawn out, or he just dies here. I think what I do here is I just go for Ivy Cudgel, because that'll break the Terra Shell, and then I can just hit him with a Heat Wave, which will do a lot more damage. Unless he has Follow Me on his own Ogre Pawn, but I don't think most of the Heart Flame Ogre Pawns, they don't run Follow Me because you really need all 4 moves. You need the Spiky Shield, you need Ivy Cudgel, you need like either Horn Leech or Woodhammer, and usually like a coverage move, otherwise you get walled by Incineroar. Usually Stomping Tantrum, or like I think they get Break, or usually like Taunt. So I don't even need to worry about Terra Shell. That does a solid amount of damage. Can this get the KO on the Dropagos from this range? It does huge damage. This is not even with Sun either. Like, there's no Sun, and I'm just fucking shitting damage. My opponent just doesn't know what hit him. Like, he needs Tailwind. He doesn't have Tailwind on his side. Like, he's just getting outran by my stuff. What's your last Mon, bud? Because if you have Urshifu in the back, I think you just lose. Okay, Iron Hands, that's fine. You still lose. I guess you could go for Fake Out here, I guess. But, like, I just Horn Leech here. I Horn Leech, and then I just go for Blue Flare. Yeah. All that does is just make you take extra chip damage. If I were him there, I would have just went for Drain Punch on the Ogerpon just to try to get health back. I think that's what would have been a better play there than just going for Fake Out. I get a crit there, a lucky crit. I missed the Blue Flare. Come on. Okay, now he makes the Drain Punch play. If he would have did that last turn, he would have been able to get rid of the Ogerpon. I don't know if he would have lived, though, because Blue Flare probably just one-shots him from this range, so I don't know if it really matters that much. It's Blue Flare again. Can we land a Blue Flare, please? I want to land this. There it is. I don't know, with how much damage that would probably do, I don't know if it even would have mattered. He probably still gets 2-8 KO'd by it anyways. Absolute fucking domination from the Reshiram. Really good game. Didn't even need Sun. All I needed was Tailwind there, and that's ended up working really well. Really, really solid match. My opponent had nothing for the Reshiram either. Like, once I went Terra Fire, like, he had nothing to touch me. If he would have had Urshifu, he would have been able to, but the Urshifu was weak to the Horn Leech off the Ogerpon, so even then, under Tailwind, you have to worry about Horn Leech just doing a fuck ton of damage, so even then, it's not really a check. Not bad. I'll see you guys another game. Alright, we're here with the game. Opponent's running like a triple restricted team with 2 mythicals on it that are actually banned. He has the Magearna, Volcanion, Bisharp, of all things. I don't know why he'd be running Bisharp over King Gambit, but whatever. Garchomp, Tornadus, Mewtwo. So what I want here is I want Whimsicott for sure, and I want Reshiram for sure. In the Sun, look at his team. Like, what in the Sun wants to take a fucking Sun boosted, like, Heat Wave or Blue Flare? Like, I don't know. I think the main issue is if he has his own opposing Tailwind. I guess Garchomp can maybe take one and try to one-shot me back, but it comes down if he has his own opposing Tailwind, which could be a bit of an issue, but not really too worried about it. What else do we want here? Oh, what else I really want here? Ogerpon's okay here. I guess Ogerpon's okay. I'll bring the Ogerpon again. I think I'll bring Tusk. I think I'll bring the same 4 as last game. Kind of really depends what he brings, though. I think he brings Tornadus for sure. I don't know if he brings Garchomp, because I have Flutter Mane on my team, too. And I threatened it pretty bad. I don't think he brings Bisharp at all, so if I were to guess what he brings, Volcanion, Magearna, Mewtwo, and Tornadus, I'm guessing. Oh, he actually does bring Garchomp. That's surprising. I mean, it matches okay into some of my team. I'm not surprised, I guess, but what I do here is I just set up Tailwind and I protect. Tailwind, protect. I really want Sun up this game, though. I think Sun will be really good. I live a side strike? I barely do. Dig! Dig Garchomp! That's a new one. Dig Garchomp, okay. Well, I think I kind of just set up the sunny day here, actually. If I knew he had Dig, I would have not even protected. Because I don't think Dig one-shots me, though. I kind of want to just Moonblast into the Mewtwo and just go for, like, Blue Flare into the Mewtwo here as well. I think that'll probably just KO him. I think that's what I do here. Garchomp I'm not really worried about. I don't think it KOs me unless he goes after the one spot here. This thing out of here. I live a Dig. If that was an Earthquake, it probably would have one-shotted me, but Dig's not one-shotting me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Moonblast. If he doesn't Terra here into like Terra Water or Terra Steel, he dies. And I go for the Heat Wave here. Here's where the Reshiram just puts in a fuck ton of work again. I gotta land. Okay, the Magearna avoids. That sucks. You gotta hit these moves. You really gotta hit these moves. Because now we gave it a free Soul Heart boost. Okay, it just goes for Heavy Slam. That's fine. I don't care. I thought it was going to kill the Reshiram, because that's so much more of a threat to his team, but I guess he doesn't really care about the Reshiram at all. The Whimsicott dies here. That doesn't really matter. I don't care. Going to Ogerpon here just for follow me stuff. He actually brought the Bisharp. He actually did. If he has Sucker Punch, he can kill me here, though. But I'm going to follow me and just go for Heat Wave again. I kind of want to Terra here, actually. I'm going to Terra Fire. YOLO. Full send balls out to the wall. YOLO. We miss again. We miss again. This Reshiram needs some fucking glasses. How many Heat Waves are you gonna miss? I even get the crit there to add insult to injury. Sucks to be you, but should have been dead last turn though. I missed last turn. He would have been dead. Iron Head. That's fine. What I do here is I just keep clicking follow me. Click follow me again. Then I just Blue Flare here. I have Tusk in the back that just guarantees me to win the game anyways. So like I don't think I lose at all here no matter what. Even if I miss another move, that's 3 in a row now. That's 3 moves in a row. Retaliate Bisharp. That's a brand new one. I've never seen that. When it's on like a 2 million IQ run right now. Oh. Is Terra Ghost? Terra Dark, so that does nothing. I think a Blue Flare still one-shots you, even if you're Eviolite. I miss again! I miss again! That is 4 now. That's 4 moves in a row I miss. Holy shit, Reshiram. I'm trying to showcase you and tell people that you're actually playable and actually worth using, but you make it real difficult if you can't land any fucking moves. Holy shit. Thank gosh for Great Tusk, I guess. I just happened to bring a really good Mon as my last one into his team. If I didn't have Great Tusk there, I maybe would have lost. Funny enough. That's kind of sad. Whatever, we still got the dub. Hopefully the Reshiram can pull itself together for one more game. Alright, we're here with one final game. This is going to probably be the biggest test for this team so far. A copy-paste rental sweaty-ass Calyrex team. Opponent is the Cali Shadow, Ogre Pond Water, Incineroar, Urshifu. I'm assuming that's Urshifu Dark. It could be Water though, I'm not sure. Frigoraph and Raging Bolt Long Neck. Funny, my opponent has two of the Long Neck Mons on his team though. Raging Bolt and the Frigoraph. Both Long Neck mother effers. Kind of funny. What do I want to bring here? I actually really like Great Tusk this game, but I really need it under Tailwind for it to do anything. Otherwise, it just gets one-shotted by half his team. Looks good and is like a cleanup mon again, though. I think if I do bring it as like a late-game cleaner, it could be really nice here. I think I really want to bring Flutter Mane this game. I bring Flutter Mane, Whimsicott lead. I bring the Reshiram, and I think I bring the Great Tusk here in the back. I like Ogre Pond here too, just mainly for Incineroar, but I don't know if it's really worth bringing. Just for that. Like, the Great Tusk can deal with the Incineroar if I really need something for it, so it just depends what he really brings too, I guess. He leaves the Frigoraph, that way I can't do any taunt shenanigans. He blocks the priority garbage, which kind of sucks. But, like, he doesn't know that I'm Sash Flutter Mane here, so, like, I'm just gonna go for Shadow Ball right away. I'm just gonna Shadow Ball YOLO. He could be Trick Room, too, I guess, if he has, like, Trick Room on this thing to expect me to set up Tailwind, which could be, like, a 200 IQ play. But I could Tailwind here. I actually could set up Sunny Day just so I outspeed him here, too. Could be a really nice play. I'm pretty sure this is Speed Booster Flutter Mane, I forgot. Yeah, this is a speed booster, so I could just set the Sun here too. Does he have anything to get rid of Sun? I don't know if I really want to give the Bolt a Raging Boost, or the Raging Bolt a boost. I'm just gonna set up Sun here. YOLO. Set up Sun. Okay, he protects. That makes me scared that he's actually Trick Room. Not the worst thing ever though, because I am Sash. And like, he can't touch me with like Hyper Voice, so... Are you Trick Room? I can't Encore him into that either if he is. He is. I predicted I should have just went with my gut feeling of him trying to set up Trick Room, predicting the Tailwind there. What I should have did. I never did though. I could have taunted him too. I could have went for the non-prankster taunt and it would have worked. I'm just going to Shadow Ball here. If he's Terra Dark, so be it. It's really balls if he goes for Terra Dark though. Double into the Calyrex here. I think the Whimsicott just fucking drops. This ain't the worst thing ever though, because I think even if when he has Trick Room up, that makes it so that my Reshiram on the way in actually outspeeds. So what he wants to do here is he wants to get the double boost. I actually outspeed him under Trick Room and get the crit there and the special attack drop. That's huge. He wants the double boost, but he doesn't know I'm Sash Flutter Mane here, so he's gonna die. Actually doesn't even bring me down to Sash because of the special attack drop, so that's nice. So what you want to do there is you want to try to set the double boost. He's not Sash, so you're dead. It's fine. I'm not really even scared of the Frigoraph. It's annoying that I can't go for the priority moves, but like I don't need that to worry about that anyways, so... Under Trick Room, like, I don't think he has anything to really one-shot the Reshiram here. Like, if he doesn't attack Flutter Mane, he takes a fuck ton of damage, too. Okay, Raging Bolt's a bit scary, so I gotta Terra Fire here. Forced to Terra Fire, I think. I'm a Dazzling Gleam here. Just gonna Dazzling Gleam, Terra Fire. I could Blue Flare too. Be a huge play, but I don't know if he goes Terra on the Raging Bolt here. Go like Terra Fairy to predict like a Dragon type move. What do I have in the back? I have Tusk. Tusk is good into that, so I think if I can get rid of the Frigoraph here, I should be good. I'm just gonna Blue Flare. Get rid of the Frigoraph, get it out of here. I'm gonna be pissed though if he goes Terra Fairy, because I could have went for Heat Wave and I still could get a fuck ton of damage on him. Yeah, that's bad. I think Heat Wave maybe would, in the stun, just could probably one-shot the Frigoraph anyways, so I missed out on a bunch of damage. I gotta start taking advantage of some of these reads I'm making, because if I would have predicted some of these reads, like, I probably would have already won the game. Especially like that turn 1 Trick Room prediction there. Get rid of the Flutter Mane, that sucks. I could have protected there, I guess, but kind of risky, especially if he... I was gonna say, I thought he almost missed the Draco there. Almost one-shots me because of the special attack boost. I finally land a Blue Flare and one-shots in return, so that's huge. I think actually the Great Tusk here kind of just wins me the game. Like, you can't go for Thunderclap. You're at -1 technically, special attack. What do I lock myself into here though? Like, he's Dark Bear, so like I can lock myself into close combat, but I don't want to lower my defenses. I guess Headlong Rush does the same thing. I can't protect either. I guess I can try to protect, but if he thought he's just gonna click Thunderclap here because he knows he's probably dead. He can't touch it. He can't touch the Great Tusk at all unless he Dracos. He's probably Focus Sash too, I'm guessing. I'm just in a close combat here. I think under Trick Room I can maybe outspeed him, and I just click Heat Wave here. Yeah, there's the Sucker Punch. So even if I would have protected there, I guess if I would have protected I wouldn't have took damage, but I don't think I would have outsped him anyways. There's the Draco. I'm hoping he misses. He doesn't. Still does a fuck ton of damage. A Sash. So he's running like a really slower Shifu if this is what he has under Trick Room. He's really slow. Either he's forced to just go for Sucker Punch here, actually. He might just protect our Shifu here, actually. Which I can see him doing, but I'm banded, so I'm forced to click close combat. Or I should have locked myself into Headlong Rush. I forgot I forgot he's Terra Fairy. I threw the game. I just threw the match. I don't know if it really matters though, because I think Draco probably kills me here anyways. He lands all these fucking Draco Meteors. I don't know, I have a match where I miss 4 Heat Waves and Blue Flares in a row. But like, this guy can land every fucking Draco in the world. I don't know if it really matters. Like, I lock myself into close combat, but I don't think it matters here. Because the Urshifu outspeeds me now. He's click Sucker Punch. That sucks. I think one thing I should have did this match that would have been a little bit different. I think I should have clicked Heat Wave, predicting Terra Fairy there. That's what I should have did, because I think Heat Wave would have been a 2-hit KO on the Raging Bolt. That's what I should have protected Flutter Mane. I think that would have maybe won me the game there. That was a bad play. I should have just protected Flutter Mane. I don't think there's any way I win this. Yeah, he just goes for Sucker Punch. I die. That sucks. That's kind of the shitty thing about Regulation G, though, is like you have 1 or 2 bad turns and you just automatically fucking lose. It is the only format to where, like, if you make 1 or 2 bad plays, you automatically lose the fucking match. In Regulation H, if you have like 1 or 2 bad turns, you're still usually in the game. You can still stay in the match or even bring the game back and still win it. But with Regulation G, you just fucking fall over and lose. especially 2 turns in a row where you just have bad turns. You just fucking pretty much better off forfeiting at that point. It's one main things I hate about Regulation G. Talk a little bit about this team. Alright, as for Reshiram, is it worth actually using this thing? I think if you really are dedicated enough and you really want to build a team around Reshiram, at least in-game, you can maybe make it work just to get to Master Ball tier. But I think if you really want to rank up with this thing, like, through the Master Ball tier ranks and, like, get a high placement with, like, a Reshiram team, you're just barking up the wrong tree, and it's just going to be really difficult to do. I think you're better off just using, like, 90% of the other restricted that are, at least have some type of viability that isn't Reshiram, or some of the other lower tier ones. You're just kind of wasting your time most of the time. Like, if you want to use a similar thing, just use Groudon. Use Groudon or Koraidon or something that plays kind of similar to this thing. There's not really much reason to use Reshiram at all. At least with this team too, that this team is really weak to Trick Room. I got fucking destroyed. Well, if you guys see that last game, I kind of had a few misplays in that match. I ended up losing, but I had a testing match where I played really well, and even playing really well, they were still able to set up Trick Room. Pretty much what happened is I went against a Calyrex Ice and DD team. I brought the Flutter main because I knew they were going to try to set up Trick Room. It was a hard Trick Room team, pretty much. And I knew they were going to try to set up Trick Room, but they had multiple Trick Room setters, being the Indeedee and the Calyrex Ice. I was able to taunt the Indeedee with the Follow Me, but like I ended up taunting that, and it still was able to get up Trick Room with Calyrex. And I proceeded to pretty much get swept by Calyrex under Trick Room. So this team is really weak to Trick Room if you are not able to taunt whatever's setting up Trick Room, or if they have ways to redirect your taunt, or like multiple Trick Room setters on the field at once. Because you can only taunt one thing if you either get it wrong, the wrong mon that's setting up Trick Room, or they both try to set it up, and either you taunt one of them or the other one is able to get the Trick Room up, you still are in a really bad spot. That's the main thing with this team you guys have to look out for if you do decide to use it. Really, really weak to Trick Room if they do have multiple Trick Room setters, or like ways to like redirect your taunt on this team to kind of get rid of the Trick Room. Or if they have like priority, like a Frigoraph, which is also another common mon currently that's a Trick Room, that blocks the Encore. Usually another way to get around Trick Room, just Encoring them in. If they're too stupid to not stay in and switch out, that is. If they stay in, and you can just Encore them into Trick Room and play that way, but most people at least have one brain cell, and they know you probably have Encore, so they'll swap the next turn, so you can't Encore them into Trick Room. Or they'll have a way like Armor Tail or something to block priority moves, so your main way to deal with the Trick Room on this team is taunt on the Flutter main, and if that fails, you just get fucking swept by a lot of the Trick Room teams that are currently being ran, so solid team. Like, I'll give this team credit, it is a fun team to use, but I don't know how long that you'd actually be able to take this team onto the ladder and consistently like rack up wins with it before you like hit an absolute brick wall and just start going on a losing streak. I think it's kind of one of those teams. Good to maybe get to Master Ball tier, but I don't know if it'd really take you much farther than that. It's just kind of outclassed by a lot of other stuff, and you're just putting yourself at such a disadvantage by using Reshiram at the start anyways. So if you guys want to use the team, Rental in the corner, paste down below. Really fun team to use. I think Great Tusk is another mon that's also really underrated. You're good into Raging Bolt, which is really common currently. You're good into Miraidon, unless they're Terra Fairy, which is like almost every one, but you can kind of counteract that with going like either Terra Ground to live a Fairy type move, or even like Terra Poison sometimes, if you really want to. I think Great Tusk is really underexplored. Even with like Clear Amulet, it could be really good, because also it's actually really good into Incineroar too, which is really nice and being played on every single team. I think the only drawback to like Great Tusk is like Urshifu, it's weak to, and like Rillaboom, it forces you to Terra. But it is good into a few restricteds, and like some of the other common stuff being ran. It's also pretty good into like Ogerpon. Some of the time, it depends if you have Tailwind or not. Like the team has Tailwind. If you have Tailwind, it's good into Ogerpon, but most of the time, if you have Terra Poison, you're good into both of those, most of them, but there's a few other things too that it's decent into. Kind of an underexplored mon. I think it has a lot more potential. You can fit onto some certain teams, depending what you really need it for. It's another one of those mon things kind of underrated and kind of underplayed currently. Has some potential. So kind of cool to see the Great Tusk on this team. Apart from that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Got a bunch more stuff on the way going into Regulation G officially when it drops on the in-game ladder here. I'm not sure when you guys are gonna be seeing this, but hopefully probably like half a week when it drops in game, I'm assuming, when you guys are seeing this. But apart from that, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out, everybody.